Hello my darlings and welcome back to the channel. So today I have another bunch of amazing fragrances for you. No particular topic other than their own niche. So let's go ahead. But before we get into the fragrances, I want to quickly mention to you that there's a very nice promo going on at MEIDEYA Jewelry. I just got these two bracelets from them. One is like a, the snake bracelet. Very nice, and the other one is more like a watch bracelet, and there is no extension, and you can choose it on a website if you like the extender or not, which is great. And I'm talking about MEIDEYA Jewelry. There we go. So at the moment you can get 20% off with my discount code by clicking the link below. They're all stainless steel gold plated, which is absolutely phenomenal. This, I tell you always, right after gold jewelry, like true gold jewelry, stainless steel is my second favorite because nothing happens to it. You can shower, you can swim, you can dive, and it's not gonna tarnish. It's also hypoallergenic, and they have really beautiful pieces. I think last time I've already shown you this beautiful piece. Like, come on, this ring is also absolutely stunning. Very like dainty and artsy looking. Super cool. So check out MEIDEYA Jewelry. My code is valid at the moment, so don't miss out on that, especially now that, you know, holiday season is coming. It's a great way to get a very high quality yet affordable gift for someone you love or for yourself. So yeah, that's MEIDEYA Jewelry. Thank me later. I promise you, you're gonna love them. You're gonna love their pieces. It's very hard to choose what you like the most. Trust me on that, because I always struggle when I browse through the website. And without further ado, let's get into the fragrances, which are also perfect for this holiday season because I have a lot of super duper strong ones, but also things that are extremely wearable. And also, one of the main themes of this video is raspberry. There's a lot of fragrances with raspberry, so let's start with one of those. So this brand is actually one of my biggest discoveries of the year, and I discovered it very recently when I was in Dubai. So it was like a month ago or so, and that is a brand with Polish heritage because the co-owners of the brand are Polish women, beautiful Polish women, which I'm always gonna support. And the brand I'm talking about is by Corel. So this is the packaging that you're gonna get. So the amount of the fragrance that you get is 60 ml, but you also can get smaller sizes if you just want to try out the brand. And let me start with the first one I got, and that is Invisible Desire. And also you get a beautiful description of the fragrance on this card, and the pictures have been created by a very talented Japanese artist, and everything is so eclectic yet very easy to grasp and understand. So Invisible Desire is the raspberry I've been talking about and I've been referring to. That's our first raspberry in this video. So Invisible Desire is basically your fruit bomb with some woody touches and beautiful vanilla in the dry down. You've got red fruits, violet and orange in the beginning, then you have some raspberry, orange blossom, jasmine and saffron, and in the base you have woody notes, cashmere wood, vanilla, amber and musk. And that's definitely one of my favorite dry downs. You guys know I love the mixture between woods, vanilla and amber. Like, I'm here for it. And Invisible Desire really made me fall in love with the brand from the get-go. Oh yeah, I think if you enjoy fragrances like Rouge Trafalgar from Dior, La Capitale from Xerjoff. I'm not saying they're the same. They're not, but the vibe, you know? Like sweet, fruity, but with an edge. Even Angel Nova from Mugler. Then you will absolutely love Invisible Desire. This is a very fun yet seductive fragrance. And what I must say about it as well, it does project so well. And I always get compliments when I wear it. Super happy to have it. I honestly would not love the bottles if I only had one. Because they kind of need to sit together in pair or in free. The brand only has 3 perfumes at the moment, so they're very like focused on what they want to achieve with each fragrance. And Invisible Desire is all about, you know, seduction, having fun with your partner, being flirty, being the life of the party, all that jazz, all that jazz. And I love this. This is a beautiful amber vanilla with a lot of fruits and a lot of sexiness to it. I love the raspberry here, and I love that there's more to it than just the fruit punch. You know, that beautiful violet in the beginning gives you something a little bit like candy-like, candy powdery. But in general, this is a very, very sweet, fruity vanilla amber, as I said many times already. But yeah, Invisible Desire is gorgeous. And this is like an all-year-round fragrance. Perfect all-year-round fragrance. However, I have something from the brand that you guys, all my gourmand lovers, are gonna just... You are not ready for this, because this is the pistachio of all pistachios. Super, super unique take on a nutty fragrance. And that is Dialma. And I literally just received it. I mean, I smelled it before. I had a discovery kit and I also fell in love. Like, if I could choose a favorite between these two, I couldn't. They're so different. They match different occasions. So I would say they're both like my 10 out of 10 fragrances. And Dialma, again, is your gourmand scent. I wouldn't say it's like the most gooey, sweet, gloopy gourmand. No, it's very sophisticated. It's very, very unique comparing to all the gourmands that we currently have on the market. You have to try this. So Dialma has pistachio, cardamom, and cinnamon at the top. Then you have another dose of pistachio, hazelnut, plum, milk, and macaron. And then you have gorgeous base of vanilla, tonka, and musk. And this one is definitely sweet. It's definitely nutty. And look at the sprayer. It's so good. It's definitely sweet, definitely nutty, quite milky. But it has like a sexy unisex touch to it. And I really cannot pinpoint what it is. Probably is the combination of cardamom and the hazelnut, but you really have to try it to see where I'm getting at. Because again, I think if you like fragrances like Kayali Yam Pistachio Gelato, you will adore this, probably even more. This one, if you compare it to Kayali, let's say, it has a similar pistachio, that same kind of lactonic pistachio gelato. However, this one, instead of going floral like Kayali, this goes even more nutty and also fruity because of the plum. This is so gorgeous. I cannot. This is a nutty heaven, but still quite perfumey. Not too edible. Also, again, if Kayali is the best one to compare to, because the pistachio itself is very similar, right? Same like lactonic ice creamy pistachio here. But this one, again, it goes even more nutty thanks to hazelnut. It goes more spicy because of cardamom and cinnamon. But at the same time, it goes quite sweet fruity thanks to the plum. The plum here is very juicy and very photorealistic plum. This combination is something else. So guys, if you haven't checked these out yet, you have to. Honestly, this is one of my biggest discoveries of the year. I am not affiliated with the brand. I'm not sponsored. I am just truly, truly in love. Truly in love. And again, as I told you, like, if I only had one bottle, I would be like, oh, okay. But with this packaging, 2, 3 just look better together. They just do. There are certain brands that have bottles that look better if you have more than one, period. And that's one of them. So yeah, by Corel, these two are amazing. There's a third fragrance that they have, which is called Sharing Concept. And it's like a winery gathering with your friends, very effervescent, very airy of a fragrance, very, very nice. But these two are like, my name is engraved on them. All right, speaking of the brand that has bottles that just look better together, I appreciate the bottle, but I like them together. You know what I mean? It's good to have more than one. I know I'm ridiculous. Is Reinvented. And with Reinvented, you guys already know that I'm head over heels in love with Illusion. And this was the first fragrance that I got from Reinvented. And this is like your cotton candy, saffron, amber vanilla, with quite balmy, woody dry down. It's very strong. Again, very woody, but it has a lot of sweetness from vanilla and cotton candy. It's definitely unisex, feminine leaning. So yeah, Illusion was the first one. And then, not only I got one that I fell in love with in the first place the most, but also I have the newest release from the brand that I got in Dubai. I also went on a trip with the brand when I was in Dubai, and we did like a nice photo shoot on the desert with that new fragrance. So let me talk to you about it. So the newest release from Reinvented is Ethereal Soul. And as you can see, like, these bottles just look so good together. Having them alone on the shelf, it doesn't give them justice. They have to be together, period. So Ethereal Soul is the newest release. It was also released along with another fragrance called Ode to the Psyche, which, of course, Greek mythology. You can read about it. It's actually very interesting. But Ethereal Soul really stole my heart again. Another super strong fragrance, and this one is very, very fruity. So in here we have bergamot, lemon, and cherries. Then you have blackcurrant, raspberry, iris, freesia, and jasmine. So you do have a little bit of that floral aspect. And in the dry down, you do not have anything sweet, actually. You have amber, moss, and musk. When it comes to sweetness, I would say Illusion and Ethereal Soul are very similar sweetness-wise. But of course, they go into completely different directions. So as I said, this one is very, very fruity, but also very ambery. Yeah, like you get fruits and amber through and through in this fragrance with a little bit of moss and musk. And the power of raspberry here, you definitely get all the fruits. You get the cherry, which is not a sweet cherry. You get blackcurrant, again, not a sweet one. And of course, the raspberry, which is not a sweet one, yet again. They all lean quite sour here, which in combination with sweet powdery iris and that amber in the dry down makes this a very unique scent. That combination is just to die for. Just to die for. And this lasts on you forever. Like, all Reinvented fragrances are super long lasting and super projecting, but Ethereal Soul is on another level. Like, it's so potent. So that is the newest release. And now I want to quickly, okay, maybe not too quickly, but I'm going to mention another raspberry based fragrance from Reinvented. So this actually is a favorite of many, and that is Sacred Bond. And this one is something else. I love them all, but Sacred Bond is on another level. It's So incredibly unique, yet so wearable. And it's a gourmand leaning fragrance, again with fruity aspects, but also deep and dark leaning. So in here we have raspberry, mandarin orange, and bergamot, jasmine, gardenia, and rose. And in the base we've got caramel, benzoin, musk, vanilla, saffron, sandalwood, and amber. And this is just wow. Honestly, the scent is so unique and so delicious, it's very hard to describe it. I honestly am not able to compare it to anything. Like on Fragrantica, don't even look on Fragrantica what people compare it to, because it's absolutely inaccurate. Absolutely inaccurate. In here you get a lot of vanilla and caramel and benzoin. You also get saffron. You get jasmine for sure, and a little bit of that rose gardenia combo, and the raspberry. I would say it's a very like delicious, creamy, gourmand leaning floral fruity fragrance, but with so much depth, with so much edge. It's wow. Absolutely wow. So these three are my babies. I'm not sharing them with anybody, and unfortunately I used up so much of Sacred Bond already, so it has to go somewhere far from me so I don't grab it every day because I really want to. Yeah, these three amaze balls, just amaze balls. Alright, speaking of super potent fragrances, these are two new releases that I got from one of my favorite niche brands, Only Nomade. And of course, guys, if you do not know already, I am the ambassador of Only Nomade and I have a nice discount code for you. So if you're interested, check them out. So they just released 3 different parfum extracts. One of them is the fragrance that has already been in their collection, which is Jardin de Misfa in the extrait version. It's a little bit different than the original Jardin de Misfa, and that's the only one I do not have. I have the 2 other ones that are completely new to the brand. So the first one that I have is Silver Saffron, and look at the packaging. Absolutely gorgeous. I feel like Only Nomade packaging is art in itself. It's to die for. They give you handwritten notes, they give you postcards inside, they give you treats. It's just amazing. And the packaging is not just this box alone. You actually get a cover and you can spread it. It's like a whole garden during the night. Amazing, beautiful, like so beautiful. I cannot. So let me open Silver Saffron for you. This collection, again, it's all extracts, and I must say, I don't think I have more potent fragrances in my collection. This is the inside. Look at that. You're still not getting the full view of the fragrance. You get the magical garden. And by the way, there's a writing here. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious, and I absolutely agree. That's why we girls have to stay a bit mysterious, you know? Always, always. All right, this is the baby. How gorgeous is this? How gorgeous is this, guys? So Silver Saffron is, of course, a saffron-based fragrance. Extra potent to the point I'm afraid to spray it now. And it's raspberry based. So this is the bottle of Silver Saffron. It's very reflective, so I'm very sorry if you cannot see the writing properly, but I have very strong lights here. So Silver Saffron has been created by a person who I already worked with on my own fragrance back in the day, Jérôme Di Marino. He's a genius. He was Francis Kurkdjian's protege. And Silver Saffron is, again, a raspberry saffron based fragrance. Apart from saffron and raspberry, we have myrrh, papyrus, and iris. So it's a very simple note structure, but let me tell you, it packs a punch so much. And the bottles are the best bottles that Only Nomade had ever had before. the caps, everything is just 10 out of 10 for me. So let's spray Silver Saffron. This is so potent, guys. This is so potent. It's insanely strong. The other one I'm going to show you is insanely strong as well. So this one is frequently compared to Ombre Nomade from Louis Vuitton. And I must agree in some ways, because it also has that strong raspberry saffron combination. However, for me, Ombre Nomade is definitely more incensey. There's also a lot of oud, like a dry wood. And in here, we actually have a little bit of a lighter take. We only have myrrh and iris and papyrus. We do not have any woods. So it's just like saffron, raspberry, a little bit myrrh and powdery iris. You just don't have that strong, heavy, dry, almost sometimes it smells like gasoline when there's a lot of woods, like agar wood in a fragrance. Within here, nothing like that. It's a super potent but super smooth saffron raspberry. Iris gives you beautiful perfumey vibe, powderiness, like slight powderiness. It also gives you like a nice smooth touch to the scent. And myrrh makes it just more Middle Eastern leaning. I love it. It's beautiful, but again, be careful with it, because this is a powerhouse of all powerhouses. And another one that's so strong, even my dad couldn't handle it. He only was able to like admit it's absolutely stunning after an hour or two. That's how strong it is. So be careful with it. This is my personal favorite from the collection, and that is Estrella de la Mañana, which means the morning star. And again, the packaging, just beautiful. And you guys know I love having them in pairs or triplets or more and more and more, of course. But we only have 3 of these. So Estrella de la Mañana is, okay, mainly it's a vanilla, all right? But it's such a strong woody vanilla that you really have to be careful. Ooh. So this is birch-based fragrance, birch. So you get so much of it that you cannot mistake it with anything. It's birch through and through. It's birch, cacao, vanilla, and benzoin. That's what it is in this fragrance. Again, super simple note structure, but packs 100 punches. It's amazing. To me, it's amazing. You just have to be aware that for the first hour, it's so strong, it can be even too much. But if you want a fragrance that will last you forever, that will leave trail like no other, you have to try at least one from this collection. Again, my personal favorite is Estrella de la Mañana, because it's very vanillic. It has benzoin, it has that cacao. It's a simple vanilla scent with loads of birch. But as it dries down, you get more of the cacao, more of the benzoin, more vanilla, and after an hour or two, you get one of the most beautiful woody vanillas that I've ever smelled. So yeah, Estrella de la Mañana and Silver Saffron are absolutely amazing. Also, there's the third one, which is an already existing fragrance, Jardin de Misfa, just in the extrait version. So check them out, and again, you have a discount code if you are interested. Okay guys, this is it for today. I showed you some of the most potent fragrances, and also you have a great deal on MEIDEYA jewelry at the moment. If you have a craving for very durable, dainty, beautiful, artistic pieces that have great materials, because I love stainless steel and they're gold plated. I have so much of their jewelry already, then check out MEIDEYA. And just to sum up, you absolutely have to check by Corel, amazing scents. And of course, these Reinvented, super potent, and the new extracts from only Nomade, so potent. Don't choke yourself. Just please be careful. That is it for today, my darlings. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye.